Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to our Happy Friday show. Hi everybody, thanks for being with us on this lovely Friday. We are back from our trip. It just feels like it's way more than a week since we were on that tour. And of course, Mr. HP is with me after everything has been going on this week. If you're new around here, make sure you say hi. Say hi to both of us. Say hi to everybody else that are watching. Tell us your name and where you're tuning in from. And remember, stick with us throughout the whole show. Not only do we have a live winner every show that gets a $25 gift card from us to shop in our store, but this time around, we have a very special announcement that we're saving to the end about our virtual retreat 2022. Now, of course, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet to our YouTube channel or Facebook page. Follow the page so you don't miss anything, any show or anything. We got always got lots of fun going on. Non-stop. Isn't that right? So it just feels like, yes, our trip was so long ago, but we just got back last weekend, which is crazy. So this is our first Friday show at home. It's kind of weird, but of course, lots has been going on. Mr. HP had surgery. He's got a brand new knee on Tuesday.
Ouch.
He's got a brand new knee. He's doing great, aren't you? I think he's doing phenomenal.
I am. I'm doing good.
So he's already been walking, doing his exercises. He's very, regimented about that. Way better than I would be. I know that. And so he is going to be coming through it like a champ, like everything else he does.
That's the plan.
Yes, does everything perfectly like everything else.
Well.
He's a perfect patient. He's not giving me any trouble.
Right? I need to step it up a little bit.
Like what?
This is not cold enough. This is not hot enough. This is not soft enough.
I wouldn't even hear that. It would just fly by. But of course, it's Friday, so we have a little treat. His is non-alcoholic, but because he's still got pain meds, but mine is. So what I did make you tonight or today is a jólaglögg, which is like mulled wine. This is the Icelandic recipe. This is actually the recipe that my mom used to serve everybody on our tour. We stopped at my mom and dad's house in Iceland, and so this was brewing, and everybody got a little cup of it. And of course, I'm serving it up in my Christmas market mugs, one from our first trip and one from this trip. So what's in here? So it's very simple. There's vodka. And if you have time, you soak the vodka and all the cinnamon sticks and the cloves and the ginger overnight, and then you put it in a pot. You just heat it up slowly with a little bit of sugar. I will say, if you don't like very sweet things, I would probably lessen the sugar a little bit, which is not a big deal. And it depends on the wine that you're using. If you're using a sweeter wine, lessen the sugar way down. And then once it dissolves the sugar, you can kind of strain the cloves and all the herbs out, or the flavorings out, take the cinnamon sticks out and the cloves and the ginger, and then pop 2 cut up oranges in there, a whole bottle of wine, and then some almonds and maybe some raisins. The raisins make it sweet too. So, and then you just warm it up nice and warm, and
it's still delicious.
Cheers.
With no alcohol.
Skowl, everybody.
Skowl. It's delicious.
So non-alcoholic, simple, use non-alcoholic wine, or you can use just apple juice, actually. Use the herbs and everything. And I would probably leave out the sugar if you're using juice, but it's still delicious. Still delicious, and it warms you up inside out. I'll probably start sweating here in the lights. But let's show everybody. So your surgery took place on Tuesday. They only kept him overnight, but he didn't even go into the hospital. He went to a recovery suite. So we have this little suite just for one night, overnight. And he, of course, was styling at the recovery suite. Everybody voted him the best dressed. So he was very coordinated.
That's how we do.
Always coordinated. All in his red plaid and
cozy.
Santa hat and
I didn't know that the socks were going to be red.
I know they served you up some red sticky socks, like the babies when they're starting to walk.
Yeah, feels good.
It feels good, and he's already walking everywhere. Just got one crutch. He's off, like didn't even use the walker at all.
One thing I had to do today was go downstairs in the basement and sit on my drums and see if I could play them.
And
success, we're good.
He can play drums already.
We're good.
And this is only day 4. So that's pretty amazing. That was his biggest thing because he's got a gig in February. So I think you're good if you can do it now.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's only going to get better. That's amazing. All right, few reminders. We've got lots to talk about today, especially our retreat, but we're saving that for last. First off, if you've been waiting for a spot to join our color club, our subscription club, where you get 5 half yards of amazing fabrics every month, all chosen by me with a theme of color each month to build your collection. There are spots open right now. So head on over to the website and go to just put in the search bar Goodies Color Club and click on it and you can sign up and you will get the awesome Purple Rain pack that is for December. You will get that whether you sign up now or later in the month. So you'll always receive that. Okay, so that is available. Also, on this last Tipsy Tuesday episode, which was on Monday, we released our 4th Advent project, which was our placemat, a very simple, quick to do placemat. I taught you how to do it in the video, Quilt As You Go. The pattern is free. You just head over to free patterns, put it in your cart, and then you just go through the payment process, even though it's $0, and they will be in your account. And so I did it as a Quilt As You Go. You can, of course, just piece it and quilt it also. And I also talked about the option of using Insel Bright instead of batting, or also in addition to batting, to make it into a big trivet for those casserole dishes, which is always a good thing for the holidays. So that's available. Then we had, of course, our Christmas in Europe block go live on the 15th, and very excited about this one. This is block 4. So we're only 4 blocks in out of 14 months. So even if you didn't think you wanted to do it and you're excited now, you can still join in. So this is called Shoe in the Window. This, of course, is dedicated to Iceland. Now, there's a lot of countries in Europe that do kids put out their shoe or boots. A lot of them by St. Nicholas. He gives them treats, and that's usually around early in December. But in Iceland, we have a very unique tradition. I talked about this did I talk about it on Tuesday? Yes, because the Saturday we were there in Iceland, that Saturday we flew home, all the kids are putting their shoe in the window. So 13 days before Christmas, they put their shoe in the window because the 13 Yule lads start coming down from the mountains one at a time, and each one comes and gives them a little something in their shoe. If they've been good, if they've been bad, they get a raw potato. And I did tell you a little story about when I got my raw potato. And somebody was asking, what did you do? What did you do that you were so bad at 5 years old? I don't think it was anything bad. I think I just went to bed late. I think that was all. I was a pretty good kid.
Sure.
Mostly because nobody knew what I was doing. I was pretty sneaky.
Exactly.
So the 13 Yule lads, I want to talk about this on Tuesday a little deeper, because on Tuesday, that's our last show before the holidays. I would love to kind of dedicate it to my Icelandic Christmas traditions. I did bring home from Iceland some goodies and I will be making more goodies for the holidays. So I want to talk about that and also show you all the Yule lads and maybe read you the poem that we all grew up learning. There is a translation in English, so we will read that one to you. But I just wanted to show you because I have all the figurines of the 13 Yule lads, plus their parents and the cat. But I wanted to just quick show you, and then we'll talk about it more on Tuesday. So this is the first Santa to come to town. He came to town on the 11th of December. His name is Stakastur, or gollygawk. So he has a stiff leg, and he would sneak into the barn.
Kind of like me right now.
Yeah. So you like a little gimpy. So he was the first, and then the second one is called Giljagaur, and he would kind of sneak down in the valley and into the milk barn and sneak some milk away. So they were all a little sneaky. So little mischievous. The third one is called Stubby. So he came to town on the 13th. So he's just a short little guy, and he used to sneak away pans and scrape away lick away the remnants on the pan in the kitchen. The fourth one is Spoon Licker. So he would sneak away the spoons and lick whatever was there from the kitchen as well. Then we have Pot Scraper. So he came on the 15th, and he would, of course, steal pots and eat whatever was there. And then we have number 6, the Bowl Licker. So the wooden bowls that were put out with food for the cats and the dogs, he would just steal them and eat whatever was there. And then tonight is a Sausage Swiper coming. So he would, of course, climb up into the building where they were smoking the sausages and the meat and sneak them away and eat them. So these are the guys that are already, 6 already there. 7th comes tonight. And so if you have your shoe in the window, who knows what will happen. But I'm going to talk more about the rest of them, show you all of them on Tuesday, and read to you the poem and talk about more of our traditions. So I hope you join us for our holiday Tipsy Tuesday this next week. But of course, you can still join in on the Christmas in Europe. We still have kits with these fabrics. So if you want to start, we just sent out a few kits this week. So it was really exciting to see people get inspired, even though we've started already. Great to see people getting inspired and wanting to hop on and join in. So you can still do that. It's easy to catch up. Just 1 block a month. 1 block, right? That's it. All right, speaking of monthly project, our other project club, Fast and Furious Club, our Quilt As You Go Club, we have a project going live. Our December project goes live on Monday morning, and this time it is a baby quilt called Grandma's Goodness, and this one is going to be a fast one. You can whip this up really quickly. You need a last-minute gift, or this is just a perfect donation size. So I think we would love to make these up quick if you have charity in mind. So we have 2 versions of this available as kits. We have the flannel one that you saw in that photo. Let's put up a bigger photo. They're both at the warehouse, hanging in our awesome showroom. So this is made with flannel, front and back, so super cuddly and cozy for a quick winter quilt. I think this one may have to go to Johan. It's nice and cuddly, kind of perfect size for them just to sit with watching TV when they're toddlers, but great for babies. And then we have a much softer colored version with our Mama Goose. I think, what is it called? What is the bundle called? But anyways, really lovely grays and yellows. So we have both kits available still, and if you're in Fast and Furious Club, of course, this will be in your account if you purchase trimester 2, which has, this is the first project of trimester 2, and then we have 2 more coming for January and February. You can still purchase this trimester individually, but then of course you can purchase just the quilt on Monday if you want to just purchase the pattern, and it comes with, of course, a video class of me showing you exactly how to do it from start to finish. So easy peasy, even if you haven't made many quilts or any, this is easy. All right, because the quilting part is left out. So it's beautiful. So a couple more things before we head into our main topic that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. We're very excited for our Love Your Quilter event that our first day is starting tomorrow. We're going to be open. The warehouse is open from 9 to 1 and expecting quite a few groups of people. You can still sign up. There are some slots open if you wanted to stop in. I think the weather's going to be good. good for driving. So we of course have your Christmas list if you still want to print it out and hand to your folks. But we'll be wrapping. If you need your gifts wrapped, we'll be wrapping and packaging your packages pretty tomorrow. So excited about that. And remember, if you're further away, we have an awesome array of gift cards available. So if, you know, hint, hint to your relatives, they can always buy you a GE gift card. We have them in all price ranges. And they're all digital, so somebody can purchase that from anywhere and email it to you directly. All right, I'm going to have a little sip, even though this is a hot drink, and I'm already hot. So, Skull, cheers.
Cheers. Too hot to trot.
Too hot to trot.
I just want to thank everybody for my well wishes as well.
Oh, yeah, it was so lovely to hear from everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
So many have already been through this. That was great. We've been reading the comments and taking notes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, so it's great. All right, so let's talk about our retreat. So Stripology retreat, our first virtual retreat took place last year in March. And that one was so amazing for all involved, I believe, both those of you that participated and for us. It was a great experience. And even though when I came up with the concept and going through it, I thought this would be just for quarantine year of 2020. And this would be something we could be virtual for that year only. What we realized as we went through those 4 days of retreat is that this is something that is not just because of COVID. Virtual retreat is something that's so amazing because it brought people together from all over the world. We have international community. Folks that just don't have the opportunity to travel could take part in a retreat. And you know what? You got to talk to and meet so many more people than you would have if you had an in-person retreat. So we knew right away that virtual retreat is here to stay. And so we're excited to talk about our virtual retreat 2022, our second annual. But just to remind you a little bit, those of you that participated last year, those of you that missed out, we did a promo video for our retreat last year. So I thought we would just play that to kind of lead into this. Just know these are not the projects, these are last year's projects. But let's check out our video for the retreat from last year. If you enjoyed my Hope and Elvira quilt-alongs, you're not going to want to miss the Stripology virtual retreat. I have designed a brand new quilt pattern called Astrid that we will work on, among other things. Kits are included and we offer multiple different colorways. My demos will feature the Stripology rulers and G-Easy trimmers and stickers, but I will also show you how to use regular rulers. The demos will be yours to watch forever. Just like my in-person retreats in the past, we will have lots of fun with games, recipes, cocktails, playlists, and exclusive lectures and Q&A sessions with me. Limited spots available, so sign up now at gequiltdesigns.com. Don't forget sleeping in your own bed.
Awesome.
Everybody's saying, love the retreat. Yay. I was so excited to see all your comments. So Stripology Virtual Retreat 2022. I want to say we are opening up registration right after the show, right after we go off air. So it's not available right now. So I just want you to chill out, watch what I have to say, I'll answer all your questions, and then as soon as the show is over, you can go sign up on the website. So here's how it goes. Let me tell you what we're doing in 2022. This is our second annual Stripology Virtual Retreat. This year, I have designed 2 brand new patterns for this retreat. Yes, we'll be making 2 quilts plus a 3rd small project this year. So we will actually be able to make all of those using a stash builder bundle and some coordinating fabrics. So our first quilt is called Jewel. And so this one is made with 10-inch squares. So we do cut up our bundles. This is kind of going to solidify and just show you the versatility of our half-yard bundles. So we'll be making this quilt. And then The second quilt, we are using strips, 2.5-inch strips to make strippy stairways. So when you sign up and purchase your spot at the retreat, you get to choose between 8 different colorways of the quilts. We've actually made 4 already for you. We were so excited to see them come together. So each kit will have a 12-piece bundle and a stash builder bundle, so a half-yard bundle, and then some background fabric for the strippy stairways, and then some binding fabric for the jewel quilt. And of course you will get the patterns included. So let me show you the kits that are available. So you pick one and you'll be able to make the lap sizes of both of those quilts. So first one is our Carolina Lilies. Did we skip weather report? Or doesn't matter. Carolina Lilies, we can put them up later. Okay. Carolina Lilies is first up. So you can see the 12 little square images. Those are the fabrics that are in the bundle. And then you will see the background fabric, which is a grunge, and then the binding fabric for the jewel fabric, for the jewel quilt. So the dates, I forgot to mention, the dates are pretty much the same as last year, March 23rd through the 26th. All right, next kit up is our Celestial fabric kit. So that is 12 different fabrics on the right there, and then the background, which is a spotted fabric that comes with this line and a binding. So these are fabrics that are coming, so they are not in the store yet, most of them. Then we have Duality Fusion. This one is a black and white, so if you wanted to do a monochromatic, so always think your jewel quilt will just be made with a bundle, and then the strippy stairways will have that background. So in this case, we're going to do a teal background for the strip quilt, and then the binding is black. So it's amazing. So next one up, Feathered Nest. So this one will have a dark background, since all of the fabrics are really kind of on the lighter side. This is a beautiful bird inspired line. It's got chickadees and gorgeous kind of greenery, not greenery, but I would say branches and some flowers. Background is a deep chocolate brown. The binding is this beautiful aqua blue. Then we have, for someone who wants to get a little wild with color, Game Day from Free Spirit. So really artsy, cool prints in all the different colors. And then the background will be a white low volume with some black in it. And then the binding on the jewel quilt will be this awesome diagonal black and white stripe. So then we have Lipstick Cowgirl. Lipstick Cowgirl is actually only 6 different prints, so you'll get a yard of each of those because they are ombre, so you really get so many different varieties of color from it. And then we have, for the strippy stairways, we have an awesome Tim Holtz background print, and then some spotted for the binding. The next one up is Passion. Passion is green and teal colorway, beautiful florals, butterflies, and just love these warm greens and cool teals together with a creamy background and a beautiful greenish teal binding. Then we have Weather Report, pretty much a hot favorite. So we were able to get some more for the retreat. So this one has all the 12 prints, and then a background will be a nice gray, and the binding will be that dark blue. So this one is our last one. So let me talk a little bit more before I start answering questions. Let me talk a little bit more about the quilts. So the quilts are lap size. Jewel is about 48 by 72. And then Strippy Stairways is 54 by 68. So that is the sizes that you will get from just the retreat package as it comes. If you would like to make larger quilts, you can extend and do queen size versions of both of them. So if you're interested in that, when you purchase the retreat, either leave it in the notes that you want to make queen size, or just send us an email, and that what we'll do, we'll add a couple more bundles and some more background fabric to your order and just send you an invoice for the difference. But they were all shipped together. So along with the 2 quilts, we'll also be making a table runner from the leftovers. So all brand new designs. So in your retreat shipment, I wanted this always to be something physical that we all receive together, even though the whole virtual retreat is just via Zoom. But in your retreat shipment, you will also receive some thread, ruler stickers, some exclusive retreat merchandise, some gifts, and other surprises. We will ship the packages about 2 to 3 weeks before the retreat starts. So you can choose whatever shipping carrier you like. And we, of course, for international shipments, we do recommend FedEx or DHL just for tracking purposes, insurance purposes, if anything happens. But it all worked out last year. We were so happy how it turned out. So we are hoping to have people join us from all over the world like we did last year. And so time difference is always a little challenge, but the retreat takes place over Zoom. We start on March 23rd, which is a Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central Time. And then we finish on Saturday, March 26th at 4 p.m. So we are going to be open Zoom. There will be set times where there's demos and set times where we're doing a game or doing something special. But then we break it up into smaller groups so you get to know people. And all of the demos of the actual quilt, so the actual class parts, are pre-recorded, so they will always be in your account too. So if you happen to have something going on one of the days, if you miss something, those important parts are always going to be in your account and you'll own them forever. So of course there'll be some fun had, some games, some cocktails, some snacks and recipes, and of course a brand new playlist and some yoga. Always some yoga. So you will get to meet and get to know lots of new friends as we'll break down into smaller groups, like I said, into the rooms throughout the retreat. Included as well is an exclusive lecture by me one of the nights and a Q&A, Ask Me Anything, on another night. So just wanted to, before I show you, before we go answer questions, I wanted to show you all the quilts that we do have made. So out of the 4 options, the 4 bundles kits, out of the 8, we have made the actual quilts, both jewel and strippy stairways. We have a couple of them hanging behind me. So let's go through them. We'll start with the weather report quilts. So there they are together. We have the strippy stairways. That one is actually hanging behind me. And then the jewel is hanging on, is on the chair in front. And then, so let's look at them individually. Weather report, the strippy stairways, and then the jewel. Do we have the jewel? No weather report jewel, huh? Okay, well maybe have to look for jewel and send you that later. That was the one they were just finishing up taking photos today. Then we have our Carolina lilies. I have it here so I can show it to you here on the overhead. Carolina lilies, both quilts with a nice grunge background, so it's really striking contrast on the strip quilt. And as you can see in the overall view of the strip quilt there it is. Just love that. And then we have the all over on the jewel Carolina lilies that you had. Look how rich and fun that is with just the fabrics. So beautiful, beautiful. Then we have Celestial, the Celestial quilts. This is a Zen Chic line that's coming out. I love it. It's super modern, and the colorway is very unique. Just the grays and the blacks, and this beautiful mustardy yellow. So strippy stairways, and then the jewel is actually hanging on my ladder in my corner, but I love the overall how it turned out. And then this 4th one I made out of lipstick, the ombre lipstick cowgirl. And so I used the ombre. So these are only 6 different fabrics, but they don't look like they're just 6 fabrics because of the ombre. They have all these different hues and tones. So really love how these turned out. The strippy stairways is, oh, we got to find that one. Well, I can show it to you. That one is done with a Tim Holtz. Can you put just the, oh, there's a jewel. You can see how cool that is, even though it's just 6 fabrics. It doesn't look like it. Can you put the overall back up with the both of them? So that one is done with a Tim Holtz tailored fabric, background fabric from the monochrome line. And I really love how that turned out. So I'm going to quickly show you these guys in the overhead, the ones that I have here. So here is my jewel, the Lipstick Cowgirl Jewel quilt. And I just really love the texture of these, and the color is so rich. And then here is the Strippy Stairways. As you can see now, you can see the background fabric up close. Just love the texture of this. Tim Holtz fan, of course, as you know. Then we have, here's the Weather Report, the Jewel. So that one has less of a contrast, but it's a really cool overall look. I'm going to pull it aside so I can hold it up for you a little bit later. And then we have the Weather Report on behind me. The next one here is the Jewel from Carolina Lilies. Gorgeous Robin Pickens fabrics. And I love the richness of her prints and just beautiful artwork. This block looked like it was, this one looked like it was just fuzzy cut, but it wasn't. Just happened. And then we have the Strippy Stairways in that quilt, or these colors. Let me see. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love this high contrast because it really makes these colors shine. And then we have the Celestial. You can see that background of spotted with just a little bit of gray. So I always sometimes call it just a little bit of dirt in there, so that makes it kind of all come together. Really complements the grays in the prints. So those are the 4 that we've made so far, so you can get an idea. I know many of you that took our retreat last year were anxious to see when this was gonna be available and when the dates would be. So I'm excited to get this going, but let me show you this jewel out of the Weather Report. Look how cool it is, how it turned out. I really love it. Am I showing it good? Okay. It's always a little hard holding up quilts in this small space. So now I'm ready for your questions. Do you see any questions pop up? I'm sure. Now, I know this question is going to come up. If we can't do the retreat, when can we get these patterns? So these patterns will be a part of a brand new book coming out later this year, probably not till summer. So they will be available. It's just the lucky retreaters that get to work on them ahead of time. So if you are wanting to join in and purchase our retreat, I just want to say, just place that order separately. If you do need to order other things, place a separate order, because this one will be just shipped together, and it's not shipping obviously for we're 3 months out, so we've got some time. So just place a separate order for the retreat. But just make sure there's a drop-down menu when you go to the retreat. There's a drop-down menu to pick whichever kit you would like, which colorway you would like. We are both, yeah, so we have 4 days. So we obviously, once the retreat schedule comes out, we work on one quilt. We'll do all the instruction for one quilt one day, and then the other one another day. You know, some finished, others don't. It's just mostly about having fun together, doing what you love. And like most of my retreaters said, it's the best thing. You get to sleep in your own bed, and the cleanup is the easiest ever. You don't need to lug your stuff anywhere. You just kind of turn the lights off in your sewing room and you're back from retreat. It's a beautiful thing. The cost is $3.95. Everything is included in that package, including all the fabric and everything. And then just plus your shipping wherever you are. The backing fabric on that last jewel, oh, that was just something I had from a previous line that was similar. It was called Warehouse District, so I still had some of that. So I used that for my back. Can we buy more than one bundle? Yeah, so you can just tell us in the notes if you wanted to make the queen size. The queen size of both will take 3 bundles. So we'll add that to your order. So, will the retreat be recorded and available for those who can't attend because of another retreat being scheduled simultaneously? So the parts of it, the actual instruction parts will be recorded. So those will be in your account after I do them live. But the in-between full Zoom sessions will not be recorded. That's just too much, too many megabytes, too many gigabytes, terabytes of filming that would be impossible to store. The backing is not included. We did last year, we gave you some options of backings, and we possibly will do that, you know, something that works well or matches, but it's not included in the kits. All right, does the kit include fabric for both quilts? Yes, and do they have to be the same fabric? Yes, that's the whole concept, is that one bundle makes the two kits. It makes the two kits just adding the background fabric. So that's the whole concept. The one bundle will make two quilts. Doesn't mean that you can't use a purchase bundle that you have purchased before and make a second version. But we only sell the retreat with the whole package, so we don't do retreat without fabric. Is there a deposit option and then pay balance later? We don't have that option as of now, but we have all kinds of different payment methods. So you can do, you know, credit card or whatever. Do you have the passion bundle to show? I do not, because it's not out yet. So it's arriving next month. So that's why we just have the images right now. Can we be extra yardages of the background fabrics? Most times, yes. Yes, we will have extra yardage. So that's always an option. March 23rd through the 26th. So Becky, I just answered that question. We only sell the retreat with the whole package, because it's not just about the fabric, it's about the other stuff we send you that is a big part of our whole experience. So I think those of you that took the retreat before, you can kind of chime in on this, but it's really fun to get the package in real life when we're not meeting in real life. Do we need special tools? I'll of course be using my Stripology rulers, the XL or the squared, the point trimmers. We don't need them. I will always teach you how to do without them. You'll be getting some G-Easy ruler stickers. So other than that, nope, nothing other than that. But you can use regular rulers if you want. There are plenty of people that did that. I will always give demonstrations on using both, just like my sew-alongs. All right. The package is worth it, says Kathy, and what a great experience last year, Sherry. Thank you. Looks like a fantastic retreat. Yeah, Ella Lou says, it's such a treat to receive the box of retreat fabric and all the goodies. It is. It's kind of like a little present. So I wanted that to be a part of the whole experience. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know you're excited. So if we don't have any more questions, Karen says it's worth the money. Remember, there's no travel or hotel expense involved. Yes, but it's a lot of attendance time. We are really on from 8 in the morning till 10, 11 at night. We are nonstop. So it's from 4 o'clock on Wednesday till 4 o'clock on Saturday. You get us to yourselves. All right. This is great. Great to hear from all of you that did it last year. Worth every penny. I'm going to have a drink of my hot drink. It's not very hot anymore, luckily, because I'm sweating already. So that is it. If you don't have any more questions, are you ready? I wasn't gonna show you. We have some new fabrics in the store, but I knew this was gonna kind of take a majority of our time this Friday. So talking about the retreat, so I didn't bring it, but I did the fabric pull. It's in the store, so I will be showing you all the new stuff on Tuesdays. Happy on Tipsy Tuesday. But we do have a live winner, don't we?
Sure do.
Yes. So, oh, Jamie Wetzel. I'm looking at the wrong screen. Congratulations, Jamie. $25 gift card is yours. Just send a quick email to help@gequiltdesigns.com and you will get your prize on Monday. On Monday, we don't answer email on the weekends, so check on that. All right. I don't see any more questions. I wanted to mention though, since I'm not showing you any fabric though, we were officially going to start our Christmas sale tomorrow with the warehouse being open, but we got it all ready, so we're going to make the whole Christmas sale, so which is all of our Christmas bundles are discounted, so it's officially going to be available right after we get off the air, just like the retreat. But again, I want to remind you, if you're ordering retreat, put in a separate order. We really, truly appreciate that. With that, there will be no Happy Friday this next week because it is Christmas Eve and we are going to take the day off. So no Happy Friday next week, but definitely a Tipsy Tuesday this coming week, December 21st. It will be our holiday show. And so I hope you join me. I'm going to share some, like I said earlier in the show, some traditions and tell you some Icelandic Christmas stories. And then following that, our next Happy Friday, we're actually going to do a show on New Year's Eve, December 31st. So that'll be our next Friday show. But Tipsy Tuesday will definitely be December 21st and then December 28th. So we're not done for the year, not quite done for the year, but we are done for the day. So thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Skål, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.